Yeah, that's the Jake Paul thing is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You know, Mike is 50. He just turned 58 yesterday.
Yeah.
So Mike is going to be 58. Jake is going to be 28. Jake's active. You know, I mean, you see Mike run.
The upcoming clash between boxing legend Mike Tyson and YouTube star Jake Paul has drawn widespread attention. Jake Paul sees Tyson as a high-stakes opportunity to bolster his boxing credentials. With a string of recent victories, Paul is confident he can handle Tyson's power. His training emphasizes agility and speed, aiming to outlast the legendary boxer.
That's the name of the game. I'm here to make history. I'm here for a challenge. I'm here to fight one of the most dangerous men in all of boxing. No one that ever did anything great got there with ease or by a easy, non-bumpy road. I'm here to challenge myself. He's vicious. He's a killer. I know all of these things. He has one-punch knockout power. He's the greatest heavyweight of all time. But I will prove on November 15th, all the haters wrong, all of these YouTuber fucking hillbillies wrong.
Tyson's friends, however, aren't convinced Paul has a chance against the former champion. They've expressed concern for Paul's safety, questioning if he understands the risks.
Listen, as the last man to enter in the ring with Mike Tyson, it was an exhibition, man. What do you think's gonna happen when he faces Jake Paul? It's not gonna be an exhibition, it's gonna be a pro fight in Dallas, Texas.
It's gonna be tough. If Jake Paul can survive 3 rounds with the extra weight he's put on, he may have a chance, but he's gonna survive them first 3 rounds.
You think he's gonna survive those first 3 rounds?
I don't know, that's yet to be seen. That's why we're gonna watch the fight.
Logan Paul describes his younger brother, Jake, as a lethal fighter, emphasizing the threat he poses in the ring.
I know the path he's on right now, and it's ruthless, Mike.
I agree. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's so cool to watch, and he's really crushing it. And I just feel like I want you to be okay in there, Mike. And I want you got to take him serious, Mike, because I
take him extremely serious. I take him extremely serious. These people don't take him serious.
No, they don't, and it's such a mistake because he's a real killer, Mike. Like, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL before he started boxing. Like in high school, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL. He wanted to go kill people on behalf of his country.
Despite the worries, Tyson's training is intense as he builds stamina and sharpens his tactics. His main goal is to stay out of Paul's reach, refusing to give him an easy target. Tyson's dedication to training, even now, is a testament to his resilience. UFC commentator Joe Rogan, however, is skeptical of Tyson's ability to take on a peak-performing Paul. Rogan has repeatedly cited Tyson's age, worried it could hinder his performance.
So Mike is going to be 58. Jake is going to be 28. Jake's active. You know, I mean, you see Mike run. It doesn't look like his knees are in good shape.
Oh, for real? I haven't seen
it doesn't look good.
I just seen him hitting pads.
He's done some sprints and stuff, and people look at it and go, "Rrr."
Rogan voiced concerns that Tyson's health may not withstand the physical intensity required for this fight. Known for his powerful punches, Tyson faces questions about whether he can truly challenge Paul. Meanwhile, Paul is riding high on his recent successes against prominent fighters.
Jake's active. You know, I mean, you see Mike run. It doesn't look like his knees are in good shape.
Oh, for real? I haven't seen
it doesn't look good.
I just seen him hitting pads.
He's done some sprints and stuff, and people look at it and go, "Rrr."
But I'm gonna tell you something. With all due respect, Mike Tyson just looked like his body type is awkward anyway.
Yeah.
The way he moves. So that might just be him. Have you ever seen him dance?
Yeah, he dances awkward.
Yeah. So I assume that maybe part of him running like that is just his body mechanics. He's just like an awkward dude.
Perhaps. But he's also 58. You know, and then all the punishment of all those years. You know, I know he's had back problems and neck problems. I believe he's had neck surgery.
Tyson, undeterred, insists that his killer instinct still lingers just below the surface. He described himself as a Hulk, ready to emerge. Even though he admits his rage has tempered, Tyson's age hasn't diminished his passion to fight, but has added layers to his strategy.
How do you bring him back? Like, what's going to do it?
Listen, he wants to come back every second of my life, so it's so easy for him to come back.
Have you seen that scene in The Avengers? You ever seen The Avengers?
Love The Avengers.
Do you know that scene where Bruce Banner, the Hulk, is like, "That's my secret, Doctor. I'm always angry." And then he turns into the Hulk.
Yes.
I feel like that's you.
I'm a little hawkish, yeah.
Rogan's doubts are rooted in Tyson's past injuries and advancing age, factors Paul doesn't share. Paul, nearly 30 years younger, enters this fight with a fresh physical advantage and sharp focus. Rogan feels this age gap could prove decisive in the ring.
A 58-year-old Mike Tyson. This is a lose-lose situation. If he beats Mike Tyson, God forbid he even knocks out Mike Tyson, that's just a dick move. It's like when Vitor Belfort went up against Evander Holyfield. You'd have to be a certain level of piece of shit to really go and try and knock this man out.
Several notable fighters, like Terrence Crawford, view this fight with apprehension. Crawford, alongside others, fears that Tyson's body may not endure a grueling bout.
Yeah, and do you have interest in seeing him fight Mike Tyson?
No.
Why not?
I don't. I think Mike Tyson is, an icon in boxing, and he's done a lot for boxing in his own right. And I just think Mike is past his prime. Mike is old. I wouldn't want to see Mike go in the ring and get hurt.
Former heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis even warned Paul to avoid underestimating Tyson's enduring strength.
We are. Yeah. Talk to the schmo for a second. We thought it'd be an exhibition, but it's going to be a real fight. You know this man well. Mike Tyson, he's fighting Jake Paul. What are your expectations for that big fight in Dallas, Texas?
I think it's going to be a good fight. I mean, Mike Tyson, what he does is two-dimensional. He's going to come at you, trying to knock you out. Now, you got to try and stay away from him. Stay away from his power.
Meanwhile, Paul's youth brings an undeniable edge to the matchup, adding an interesting dynamic. Many analysts believe his speed and agility could wear Tyson down over time. In preparation, Paul is training to avoid Tyson's devastating punches and keep the fight on his terms.
I don't want to say anything, but listen, because obviously we all love Mike Tyson. He's old though, man. Jake can hit. Jake can hit. I think that fight can play out a couple different ways, but I think the longer it goes, I think Jake might be able to catch him. We'll see.
Wow. Yeah, because I heard Jake got really good cardio, and
I mean, he's not a terrible boxer. I've watched all his fights. He's not a great boxer. He's nowhere near where Mike Tyson was. If it was a 16-year-old Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul now, I would put every penny on that Mike Tyson. But
of course.
But age is a motherfucker, dude.
Fans have mixed reactions, some eagerly anticipating a Tyson victory, others fearing for his health. Social media is buzzing, with many questioning whether the fight is necessary or wise. Despite the concerns, anticipation for this showdown continues to grow.
I felt like Floyd took it easy on him, and I've never felt that way watching any of his fights. Mayweather didn't even hold back against his own wife. The reason that Jake Paul's gonna lose either way is because if he loses, obviously he lost, but if he wins, everyone's gonna think this was fixed. I feel that way too. I mean, I'm not just a Mike Tyson fan. I don't like Mike Tyson. But there's no denying that the man is an absolute beast and one of the best boxers of all time. And this just got sanctioned, and word on is that Jake criticized Mike's daughter who passed away. So Mike is the preferred choice. He also has the anger of Jake talking about this. He also says he wants to punish him for what he's done to boxing. And this is going to count on his fight record. I think he's going to absolutely go to town on him. And if Tyson doesn't beat him, then it will seem like it's fake. And I think another big reason people are wondering if this is real is because Logan's doing WWF right now. But honestly, if Jake Paul wins, I do personally think the thing was rigged. But let me know what you think down in the comments.
Evander Holyfield, a former Tyson rival, shared advice for Paul on handling Tyson's aggressive style. He warned that staying too close to Tyson would be dangerous for Paul. Holyfield's insights, rooted in his own fights with Tyson, add credibility to his cautionary words.
Well, I tell you what can happen. Yeah. Of course, it's with the confidence the other guy. I don't know how much confidence that Jake Paul have in all this, but he gonna be a lot quicker. And if he stay close to Mike, then his chance of winning gonna be great.
Prominent voices have weighed in, with Eddie Hearn calling the fight entertainment with mixed appeal.
I hope not. I mean, you're probably asking the wrong person because I'm a hardcore boxing fan and Mike Tyson's one of my favourite fighters of all time. But it's a big event, But I find it quite sad that someone that's achieved as much as Mike Tyson is fighting at, what's he, 58, 50, something like that. And could lose to Jake Paul.
UFC icon Conor McGregor criticized Paul, viewing him as unworthy to face an aging Tyson.
Thoughts on Tyson, Jake Paul? I actually have Mike Tyson's marijuana. I'm going to show love to Mike Tyson. Give us in the Mike Tyson Kush. This is Mike Tyson Kush, yeah, straight from his farm. We had someone go out and grab it for us, yeah? Mike Tyson, this is your stock. Don't give a bollocks. They're wearing 14-ounce gloves. It's 2-minute rounds, is it? Is it 2-minute rounds? Who gives a bollocks? I hope Mike rattles the little dope. No one gives a fuck about him. How is that even in the fucking in Dallas Stadium? What's going on?
Meanwhile, KSI labeled the match a lose-lose, as Paul could gain fame at Tyson's expense.
I'm sure you have some opinions about Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is 57 years old. Honestly, I just think it's sad, bro. I don't know why Jake took it. It's a lose-lose. Everyone's gonna know him as the guy that knocked out on old Mike Tyson.
At his age, if you get hit by one solid Jake Paul punch, you're prune juice.
It's Mike Tyson. Anything can happen. Jake could literally walk out without an ear. Like, bro, he's...
The funny thing is, Evander Holyfield followed me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I said, nah.
Not enough ears?
No, I'm
Tyson, though aware of his age, remains determined, brushing off concerns with a confident attitude. He acknowledges that facing a younger opponent will be challenging, but he remains resolute. For Tyson, the fight is a chance to silence critics and demonstrate that age is just a number.
You're the scariest, but are you scared at all? How much do you respect Jake's KO power? Are you scared at all?
I'm not gonna let him hit me. Just put my chin out there and let him hit me. No.
Training for the fight has seen Tyson blend old routines with new techniques. He often spars with younger fighters to prepare for Paul's stamina and speed. Paul's camp, meanwhile, has intensified his endurance training, ensuring he can withstand Tyson's famous power.
Well, listen, the reason why you don't see most fighters doing this is because most fighters are not Mike Tyson. They're not taking care of themselves. You know, so if you see a fighter my age, he doesn't look like I look. He doesn't perform like I perform. He doesn't work out like I work out. I'm just constantly working out. It's hard for me to describe what makes it different. Only thing that makes it different is that my body might get sore than it did when I was younger, so I need more massages. I get the massages today. But other than that, I work just as hard. I work pretty much, it's slowed down, but I work pretty much through the whole day before they took out at least 2 of my work.
The buildup of hype has also included trash talk, with Paul taunting Tyson to add tension. Tyson, acknowledging Paul's taunts, plays into the rivalry, but keeps his focus steady. The psychological edge both fighters bring adds layers to an already charged atmosphere.
Listen, this is what I found out from how old am I now? What, 58? You know what I found out? The shit talkers get all the money. The shit talkers get all the attention.
Yeah.
The shit talkers get everything. We get a bad rap, but we get everything else.
Yeah. Events leading up to the fight play on nostalgia for Tyson's fans who want to see him victorious. For younger fans, Paul represents a rising star who defies the traditional path to boxing fame. Both fan bases add to the hype, each hoping their fighter comes out on top.
I really like Jake a lot, you know, but once he's in that ring, you have to fight like his life is dependent on it, because it will be.
I truly believe that there's a lot of people who, you know, see me as an arrogant ass, which I can be sometimes, but I'm just having fun and entertaining the world. And I do think that the older generation wants people to see Mike knock me out, but at the end of the day, I also have the kids, the middle schoolers, the high schoolers, the college students rooting for me and want to see me and Mike.
The venue promises an electric atmosphere packed with fans eager to witness a battle of generations. Tyson, energized by the crowd, plans to channel their energy into every punch. Paul, though confident, knows that Tyson's experience adds unpredictability to the event.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson facing off November 15th. Who do you think's gonna win?
I think Jake's gonna win.
Jake. How come?
Because he's strong.
Mike Tyson's gonna take the crown. History stands the test of time.
I don't think there's any way Mike Tyson loses to Jake Paul.
Yeah, same with him. Jake Paul, all the way.
Nope, I said Mike Tyson.
Oh, Mike Tyson, yeah, Mike Tyson.
Both fighters recognize this as more than just a match. It's a generational clash in the world of boxing. Tyson's legendary status meets Paul's rising fame, each symbolizing a different era. Fans are eager to see whether Tyson's experience or Paul's vigor will ultimately prevail.
Awesome, thank you.
I'm just curious if you saw Jake Paul's fat body videos and if you think he's taking his training seriously for you.
Listen, I think he's taking it very, very seriously because his health depends on it. And yeah, he's nobody I'm looking at. I'm not looking past him. I'm taking him lightly at all.
Tyson's former coach Teddy Atlas has highlighted the unique style Tyson brings to the ring. Atlas believes Tyson's defensive skills could be a surprise to Paul, who often relies on aggression. For Atlas, the fight is a chance for Tyson to display his legendary resilience.
Yeah, Tyson is baddest man on the planet, great puncher, one of the great heavyweights of all time, one of the greatest mixes of speed and power. And he had the right style too, where he was taught to make a guy miss, create an opening where he could explode those quick hands and those powerful hands. And another thing, he could punch with either side. Guys like Ernie Shavers, they could knock a wall down with a right hand. Lennox Lewis, knock a wall down with a right hand. But not too many. Joe Louis was great with either hand, but not too many of them could punch with either hand that devastating. Tyson had all of that.
On the other hand, Paul's strategy relies on avoiding Tyson's power and using his reach to his advantage. Paul's agility could help him evade Tyson's close-range attacks, prolonging the bout. His team is optimistic, hoping that Paul's endurance will give him an upper hand.
I'm coach, you know, it's with the confidence the other guy. I don't know how much confidence that Jake Paul have in all this, but you know he gonna be a lot quicker. And if he stay close to Mike, then his chance of winning gonna be great. But he try to stay back from Mike, he gonna get caught.
Despite mixed reactions, media promotion fuels expectations for the fight, amplifying public interest. Some fans are nostalgic, hoping Tyson will relive his former glory in the ring. Others root for Paul, eager to see if he can cement his place as a serious boxer.
It's so sad that Mike Tyson has got to do this fight. This is what I wrote on Instagram, and someone commented saying he doesn't have to do it, he's choosing to do it. And then I thought, you know, you're right, he is choosing to do it, but why is he choosing to do it? Well, he's doing it for one reason and one reason only, and that is the money. He's getting paid so much money to do this, so that tells me he's getting bought. So again, it is sad that someone like Mike Tyson can get bought, because this guy is an absolute legend. He shouldn't be able to get bought like this. He's 57. Now, I don't think that I've got the wealth that Mike Tyson's got, but if someone offered me $20 million to fight Jake Paul, I would say no, because I care too much about me brain health, about me children, about me family, where it seems like he is being bought. And I'm not trying to disrespect the man. I absolutely love the man. It's just so bloody sad, in my opinion.
In a recent statement, Tyson mentioned the challenges of overcoming age while training hard for the fight. Reflecting on his journey, he sees this fight as a defining moment, regardless of outcome. The fight is not only a competition, but a personal test for both fighters. The legendary boxer's former opponents have shared mixed reactions, with some worried about Tyson's health. Johnny Nelson, a retired boxer, expressed hope that Tyson is fairly compensated. Nelson, like many, feels the fight's motivation may stem more from money than merit.
What do you make of it? Well, number one, I hope he's getting paid a hell of a lot of money, number one. Number two, do I believe it could be like a tickling competition? I think maybe Jake Paul would take advantage and think, now I'm jumping on him. Mike's around my age. He wasn't a mover when he boxed. He was an aggressive fighter.
Boxing fans and pundits have continued debating whether Tyson can withstand Paul's youth and strength. Some see the fight as unnecessary, potentially harmful to Tyson's health. Others argue it's an exciting clash of styles, blending old-school boxing with a new influencer twist.
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Yo, listen, you hear that? Kid is in the jungle.
As the fight draws closer, Tyson continues to brush off age-related concerns with unwavering confidence. He challenges doubters to confront him, emphasizing his readiness for the big night. Tyson's resilience has resonated with fans who admire his never-back-down attitude. Jake Paul, in contrast, has relished the attention, taunting Tyson and generating social media buzz. His comments and videos have painted him as ready and unafraid, despite Tyson's reputation. Paul's confidence is infectious, rallying fans who want to see him win the bout. While the fight is officially set, public sentiment is divided on whether it's a fair matchup. Critics argue Tyson's legacy should be protected, not risked against a younger influencer. Still, the allure of the bout promises to draw a massive audience on fight night.
I think, you know, Mike still looks like a superhuman for 58, but he's still 58 years old, and you know, he shouldn't be fighting anymore. I don't think it's safe. I think it's dangerous. At that age, your heart might explode. You know, he gets hit in the head, he might have a brain bleed. I mean, the guy, that's what I hope for. I hope that Mike Tyson makes it through injury-free and doesn't get hurt. But I don't like the fight. You know, Jake's in his mid-20s. He's doing every chemical known to man. He's literally a lab project. They're just juicing him up, him and his brother. Yeah. Everybody knows that. The machine's behind him, juicing him up, putting every chemical known to man. So I think it's going to end bad. I think, you know, Jake's going to probably knock him out within the first 2 minutes. And if he doesn't, then it'll be because he's carrying him and he's trying to make the freak show look like it's a competitive fight. But I hate the fight. I think it takes away from Mike Tyson's legacy when a guy like this comes in and beats him.
Some fans and experts have voiced sadness over seeing Tyson in what they view as a high-risk match. They worry about Tyson's age and health, arguing he doesn't need to prove himself. Nevertheless, Tyson is resolute, eager to reclaim his place in the spotlight.
Stop spreading misinformation about the rules for this fight with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Now, I understand there's videos that are satire, it's funny, I get it, but there's people that grab that information, make their own videos as if it's true information. No, Jake Paul will not be wearing headgear fighting Mike Tyson, and no, he's not going to be able to tap in his brother Logan Paul throughout the fight. And 3, now this is on the edge because they're waiting on the Texas Commission to see if they're able to make it a professional fight or not. So they're still waiting on them. There's no headgear. There are no 18-ounce gloves. As of right now, they're still waiting for the Texas Commission. But why make a mockery of the fight than it already is? We're talking about 27-year-old Jake Paul versus Granddaddy Tyson at 58 years old. Because Mike Tyson's going to have a birthday from here till then, July 20th. So he's going to be 58 years old. And people are spreading misinformation and lies, not realizing people don't have the capacity to do their own research and actually look up these rules for themselves. But that's why I'm here for, guys.
Former opponent Roy Jones Jr., who sparred with Tyson in 2020, attested to Tyson's lingering power. Even now, Jones feels Tyson has the strength to compete, making him a real threat to Paul. This sentiment resonates with those who still see Tyson as a boxing legend.
Takes it serious like he took with me, then he gonna take. I don't see Jake beating him because he's very hard to hit, still in shape, and he's still a very hard puncher.
Tyson's relentless training has included sparring and conditioning, revealing his commitment. Videos of him hitting the heavy bag remind fans of his former glory, igniting excitement. Though concerns remain, Tyson's preparations show he's taking this fight seriously.
It's really basic, you know. Just pretty much jab. When he was jabbing, Canelo should be moving, flipping the jab for the five uppercuts. But he can anticipate the combination.
Paul's supporters, especially from younger generations, feel he has a legitimate chance against Tyson. They see his journey as proof that unconventional paths can lead to real achievements. The upcoming bout will determine if Paul can handle the boxing legend he's about to face. Tyson's determination goes beyond proving he can still fight. It's about affirming his legacy. The fight reflects Tyson's lifelong journey, one marked by victories, struggles, and comebacks. Regardless of the outcome, fans will witness a story of resilience and rivalry.
This guy right here. Yeah, write down that pipe. Tell people who are out there saying we think Mike's too old for this fight. Tell them what you think about that.
If you think I'm too old for this fight, you need to come tell me in my face.
Whoa.
As fight day approaches, the stakes have never been higher for both fighters. The match symbolizes the convergence of two distinct worlds, traditional boxing and modern fame. Whether Tyson or Paul prevails, this fight is poised to be remembered as a historic event. The Tyson...
I'm just curious if you saw Jake Paul's fat body videos and if you think he's taking his training seriously for you.
Listen, I think he's taking it very, very seriously because his health depends on it. And yeah, he's nobody I'm not looking past him. I'm taking him lightly at all.
Paul's showdown captures the spirit of both fighters' ambitions, adding depth to the rivalry. Tyson's pride in his past meets Paul's desire to prove himself, uniting generations of fans. This clash will reveal if the old guard or the new wave stands victorious. In closing,
everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Yo, listen, you hear that? Kid is in the jungle.
The world eagerly waits to see if age or youth will emerge as the ultimate factor. Tyson, the seasoned champion, faces Paul, the daring newcomer. With everything on the line, the outcome will resonate beyond the ring, shaping each fighter's legacy.
Listen, I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him.
Who will triumph? Tyson's experience or Paul's unyielding drive to succeed? Fans are counting down to the bell, ready for the clash of an icon and an upstart. This isn't just a fight, it's a defining moment for both men, with the world watching. Thanks for watching. What do you think? Does Joe Rogan have a point? Could Tyson really struggle against Jake Paul, who's at the top of his game? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Subscribe for more fight updates and insights, and we'll see you in the next one as we count down to this epic showdown.